Welcome to Talking Heads on USA Global TV, starring the one and only wonderful Dr. Jacalyn. It's a prestigious place where world-class influencers and experts meet, and where you'll find the most trusted advisors and coaches for all things in life and business. Visit usaglobaltv.com to sign up for our newsletter, get the value you need, and be first in line to learn about events and giveaways and other valuable content. Connect with us. Email Dr. Jacalyn at usaglobaltv.com to talk about how you can become part of USA Global TV. That's USA Global TV, where the doctor is always in.
It's so nice to have you here for our show. I made a little rhyme. This is USA Global TV and Radio. I'm Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, and our show today is the Film and Music Show. We have a fabulous guest who has been here before, and he's still out there laying his life on the line, getting people to realize that we need to be accountable for our own behavior, leading a heart-centric life. Before we bring out Leyton, let's bring out the star of our show. This woman is no stranger to the stage, to the screen. She is a legend in and of herself. What I have learned from her is literally priceless. Her name is MADALENE Chan. She's an international award-winning singer, songwriter, producer, vocal coach, and novelist. Let's welcome her to the program, Dr. MADALENE Chan. Hello.
Hey, hi, Dr. Jacalyn. Wow, I'm truly honored. That was a beautiful introduction. Wow, thank you so much.
You earned it, my friend. You have blossomed into this beautiful garden. You are a little aloe vera plant, and now you are a jungle.
Well, we need more forests, don't we?
Yes, we do. We certainly do.
Beautiful flowers there. Yeah. So this week's guest, I'm so excited. Fabulous. In fact, do you know, Dr. Jacalyn, he was the first, when we first started Film and Music Show, this special person, artist, songwriter, was our first guest.
I remember that. And I think he's been back at least once, maybe twice. And we always got a lot of interaction from the audience. So Leyton is really an incredible person. And the way he views life and the way he lives his life, he's spot on, full on all the time for his mission. Tell us about how you first met him.
With Leyton, I believe it was through the late Dr. Philip Chan, who we all knew and loved. And he said to me, you really need to meet Leyton. You'd really connect. And also, because Leyton's on the 529 Club, which Dr. Philip Chan was the ambassador for it, one of the ambassadors. So that's how I met Leyton, on the 529 Club. And we just connected, not only because of what we're doing about songwriting and singing, but also on the same vibe, really. So that's how I met the beautiful, talented, extremely a powerhouse in himself, Leyton Benta.
Thank you so much for sharing that. You two have a lot of similar chemistry, I would say, and your beliefs are really, I think, rooted in the same areas. And, our whole platform here, MADALENE, is about education. It's about hope. And it's about inspiration. And when I think of Leyton, that's what I think of. That's what he really stands for. And he's not afraid to take the difficult steps. It's not going to be held back by what other people think. He's been through a lot in his life. He's been through bullying. He's been through all kinds of situations when he was down, and he pulled himself up to win so many awards and to be the role model and the inspiration that he is today. Let's welcome him back to the program. It's Leyton Benta. Hello.
Yay! We are here. How are you doing?
Welcome. We are so happy you're in the house with us today. You're looking fabulous, honestly, as always.
It's a privilege to be here, and I'm very, very thankful. I was really, really excited and looking forward to coming back on here. So I'm thankful to be here, honestly.
Well, thank you. You have this inner glow about you. It is shining through. So for people who haven't met you, they didn't watch the first episode. We don't know why, but they're joining us today for the first time. Tell us a little bit about your backstory. We see this beautiful, handsome, intelligent, sophisticated person. You've been through a lot. Tell us about the adversity to awesome story that you have.
Sure, no problem. Well, for everybody who's viewing newly, just want to send some love and warm vibrations to everyone. Just to introduce myself to the world, my name is Leyton Benta, and I am a multi-award winning independent singer, songwriter, and actor and entrepreneur from London. My purpose is to bring love and authenticity into music, reinventing substance globally. The intentions with everything that conveys within this journey is to leave foundation to all generations, ages, races, backgrounds, creeds, as not only is there a song, but there is a message to be apprehended for every single soul.
Wow, I just was speechless.
I'm the same. I was completely, you took me in. It's like you're a politician, or, you know, a real leader.
It's really everything, you know, it's everything stemmed in my heart. Believe me, it's like the depth behind everything that's showcased, that there's so much adversity behind remaining true and fully authentic to the true source of myself, honestly, truthfully.
Leyton, you shared with us prior to the show in the information that you sent in that you're literally laying your life on the line. You're putting your heart on the line. What does that mean to you?
What does it mean? It means when you dedicate your life to the world. And what do we mean? What can we define? I see it in terms of what are you willing to engrave whilst physically being on the surface within this earth? What foundation and legacy are you leaving forward for not only just people who exist today, but we're looking at generations who are yet to come into this world and into a newer world. And I see it as a fact of speaking your truth unapologetically, even if others disagree. Speaking for the silent. So I'm here to raise not only, you know, unconditional love, but this is conscious awareness. This is realms, you know, that many do not see, but the Great Awakening, I call it a Great Awakening, where so much is being uplifted, where we are reaching a new world where so much of the negative infiltrations are being decluttered now, little by little. And what I mean by laying my life on the line is that I am really dedicating everything inside of me with not only all that I personally know or what I've discovered, experienced, observed, researched, and not only that, you know, you've been actually present to really see things the way it's orchestrated in the world, whether this is to do with, you know, like government, worldly events, the music industries, what actually goes on behind the industries, and not only just standing forward as not as an artist, but this is really the vessel of love and light that you're here to shed for a very timeless period for when you no longer are here physically on earth. So that's what I mean with regards to laying my life on the line, is because I'm willing to go through the battlefield, which has been going on for years, you know, taking knives, swords, bombs, cannonballs, rolling in mud, because I'm here to actually fight for my right, you know, within this world, to take back the natural world that belongs to us, that has been taken away and been consumed by a lot of negative infiltrations. So that's why I'm here to stand forward, even if others overlook or dismiss, or not only that, but those who would not even hire me, you know, like for anything that I do mainstream wise, because mainstream is clearly, there's a lot of clutter, you know, infiltrated. So I'm here, and my journey is all solidly to declutter, and it's day by day. So that's what I mean. I mean, you are willing to lay on that ground and be on that gravestone to know that there is hope and more love in this world.
Wow, that's so eloquent. Thank you so much.
So inspirational. Meaning, wow, I was going to say, Dr. Jacalyn, so it's kind of Leyton, it's like you're at the front line. You're at the front line. You're the one that's about to can take it for people, but also give them the understanding of why you are taking this, not the fact that you're taking this because you're weak or anything, but the fact that you're taking it to show them, to take them to another level of understanding. Love it.
Absolutely. And that's why I feel everything really is a consistent mission every day, because this is not something I sleep on. And when it comes to love, I don't sleep on love. You know, I mean, I think anybody who sleeps on love, you know, are those yet to reach a certain day of, I would call it the judgment day, which means everybody will have realization, because everybody knows that they're going to yearn for love and know that they need love. And self-love, self-care is the first priority. And then there's the other percentage of what you have for yourself is what you now can balance to give unto the world from what you have already given to yourself. So I believe there is a responsibility I have on this earth every single day. And believe it or not, it really is more than just, it's more than music for me.
It's a fire.
It's
everything.
Yes, it's everything. We have 2 comments, by the way, from 2 dear friends of the channel I want to bring up. Philip Sykes, we love you, Philip. How are you?
Hey,
how you doing?
All about preparing now for the future is key. There is so much depth in this. Absolutely. Thank you, Philip.
Yes.
And also the beautiful Desiree.
Oh, Desiree, how you doing?
Desiree.
Thank you. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Love is the answer for sure. So, Leyton, I think that you've touched on so many things that are so paramount with what's going on with this planet, with this world. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to figure out the earth's burning up, people are fighting, people are unkind, people, and I'm just saying across the board, there are beautiful, loving, wonderful people. We want everyone to understand we all have a role. And it's not just for us today while we're living and breathing. It's to create and set the stage for people who are not even born yet. We have an opportunity to get out of our own way, to change the way we've been doing things and come together as a global community. And I know that resonates with Dr. Chan and also with you. Can you elaborate for our audience?
You know what? This is how I see it. I mean, we are all infinite sources of love and awareness, having our human experience, which is temporarily. And with regards to everything that why I mentioned with regards to responsibility that we all have, because we all sincerely do. In whatever way that may be to contribute to improving the world one day at a time is down to our own unique form of expressions and the way we choose to. I believe, you know, there are only a few chosen in this world. That is the truth. Because sometimes, you know, you have to be the one to speak for those who are not willing to put in the effort or work into finding out what we are truly in, you know, and that's why I had to go above and beyond, you know, the realms to dig into things that were very uncomfortable to find out, but to really just kind of suck it in and take it in and accept it for what it is, but don't mean that that's the way it's going to remain because of what I found out, of what I've experienced. So it's like, it really is the good versus evil. There's no doubt about that. And realistically, with everything that goes on with regards to, you know, the demonic forces, basically that, you know, govern the way things are orchestrated, you know, with regards to, as I said, the industries, the government, the elites, the bloodlines, you know, Freemasons, Illuminati, and so forth, the cabal. There's so much things that come with it, which determines with regards to the frequencies that's put forward into the world and unto the people. So a lot of people feed on a lot of low vibrational frequencies on a daily basis, whether this is from the mainstream, the news, TV, film, music, entertainment industries, and just industries, period. Because I believe it all has a working agenda of a new world order, right? Which then defines how can they push the agendas to numb down the people, right? Which is the masses of people in this world. That's why, because we are so powerful as human beings, right? This is why they roll out with their agendas to try and brainwash and take people away from their livelihoods. Hence the reason all of the fabricated narrative they put into the world to make people believe that something exists, which it doesn't, but they will dramatize it everywhere to be able to make people think that, wow, we are in the end times, right? And it can be depending on people's perspectives, but if you're not the one to speak on out about things, then yeah, it will be the end for you. Let's just be honest, because we have the power. If people don't think about themselves, then think about your children. You know, this is how I look at it. If you've got children of your own and you're being very lazy, right? I have to then speak out and do things in my unique formal way of expressions to be able to reach out to people who don't know me and those who do know me and those who now newly know me, is that there is someone who is actually willing to take that last bullet, because that is everything I've stood forward for. That's the way I build my clarity in everything I put forward. Other than the music, there's there's humanity, there's other expressions of mine. There's so much, gifts and talents, and I utilize it in ways so that this is going to be left in a mark of a new foundation, leading the love reinvention journey for being everyone's journey of hope and foundation. I can go on. I'm getting emotional every time when I talk about these things. Really.
It's beautiful. We have some comments I just want to share. Yes, welcome back, Pastor Stephen. We had him on yesterday. He's in Uganda.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Pastor Stephen. Hey, hi.
Thanks for tuning in.
Nice to see you, Dr. Madeline Chan. And Anne Pendergrass. Good evening.
Oh, hey, Anne.
Lovely. Hey. Hi there, Anne.
And Philip Sykes writes, we all have a bid duty. So what do you say, Leyton, to the people out there who are watching or listening and they're thinking, it's not my problem. I have things I have to deal with right now. I'm trying to keep the heat on. I'm trying to get food. Let him deal with it. Let somebody else deal with it. What are your thoughts about that?
I could say a lot of things about that. But just putting it out there to everyone, I feel that those who overlook will be the ones at the end of the day. Here's the thing. There is a substitution. And what I mean by that is in terms of, unfortunately, and as very raw to say this, but those who are on those wavelengths are going to be the ones who are going to be the guinea pigs, which means I see it as a thing where everybody is used as an experiment, right, to push an agenda. So for those who abide by the system are the ones that will be lost and they will be stuck, because it's ignorance. I mean, ignorance is a killer. It's like you don't even have to physically be hit by something to die. You can literally die while still being alive, but you die within because you're sowing the wrong seeds. Is because you're choosing to overlook what's actually going on. So that's why it takes chosen ones, such as myself and such as Madeline Chan, even you, Dr. Jacalyn, and so forth, for whoever else is out there breathing forward something, is because we have to be the ones. There have to be those that have to be removed from earth physically to allow those of the chosen ones to come forward. So that's why I feel either way, if people choose to overlook it or not, they will have a day where they will face reality, and then they will look back at everything that you ever put forward, and then they will start to come to realization that what you have been putting forward, that people will call you a conspiracy theorist, which they're entitled to say so. Honestly, I've been called that many times, believe me, but it doesn't put me back. But those who have said that are going to start believing, because they're going to be put in predicaments of their own where it will hit rock bottom for them to realize that what we were saying or what I was saying or expressing there was alignment with regards to the direction of where we were going to be going and heading in this world. So that's why that's my part to really express about that personally.
I find that wonderful. I really do.
I do too. It sounds like what goes around comes around, or whatever the expression is. You can run, but you can't hide. It will catch up to you. I want to say hello to Judith Fish joining us from Hungary, and Joe Del Campo joining us from New Jersey.
From New Jersey. Wow.
Nice to meet you all.
Hello there, Judith.
Yeah, nice to have you with us. Madeline, what are your thoughts listening to what Leyton shared today?
I'm just wondering, you're a super talented songwriter, artist, with your message that you convey, and you're more than your music. I'm sure, and I think you've already told me, that there are big corporate companies, music companies, that will be interested, obviously, in signing you up, because you are like what I would call what Michael Jackson could have been if he had not been tainted by the industry. So you are, to me, an enhancement of Michael Jackson and Martin Luther King. You're a combination of both.
Oh, bless.
In the embodiment of Leyton Benta.
Oh, Madalene. You're trying to get me to cry live right now.
No, I just feel things. That's all. I just feel it.
I know you do, and I feel you. And I'm, I'm very, very grateful. I have had 5 to 6 offers with major record deals before. And to be honest with you, talk about it being intense. These were major, and I'll give a few names. One was Sony, one was EMI, one was called Arista, and one was Warner Brothers. I'll give a few.
The giants.
They were major. And I've had a few meetings, in the past, and this was not only to do with regards to, it was not about your talent. It wasn't about your integrity. It wasn't about your morals or beliefs. It was about, let's just be honest. It's a deal with the devil, right? And why I say that is because I have encountered people a lot on the journey whilst remaining clean, right? And the way they want to get you on certain platforms on mainstream, you have to do something deceiving. There comes with sacrifice. There comes with signing things in blood. And let's just be honest, I'm just putting it out there, right? Because who you see on the TV, and let's just be honest, with celebrities or public puppets, the government, the politicians, the presidents, everybody who was put in place is put in place because of satanic rituals that they did in Masonic lodges, right? And it's not because of, they are great at what they do. And here's the thing, talent has been manipulated, integrity has been manipulated. So why you see so many people on the TV all the time is because they're doing rituals every single day in order to be pumped up and have a certain fan base and have certain, materialism in their world. But it's like you're exchanging your soul. That's how it works. If you want to be famous, you have to exchange your soul to demonic societies. So therefore, they will be then your handlers. You'll have overlords who will basically control your every movement, which means taking away consciousness. There's so much things that happen, but I've had meetings and people have gave me insight, and here's the thing, I was on my own. Not to say I wasn't vulnerable at times, but I was very headstrong. I knew what I wanted, even if it resulted in being at a certain position, because I would have been a lot more further now than where I'm currently at. But believe me, of everything that was being put forward, I could have easily have just signed what I needed to sign, but which means you have no control of anything apart from doing the devil's work to deceive the population. It's about getting rid of humans. So that's how they had entertainment, which I call satatainment, because that's why it's out there, to be able to basically, you're planting non-righteous seeds, especially for the younger generations, because they are lost. Only so few are showing their intelligence of standing for something. But this is why I'm fighting so hard, because, I've had people who wanted to sexually groom me, in order to be at a certain position in my journey, right? And because I said no to so many offers, my journey has been independent since the day I started this journey. And did I know all the answers of getting around of everything? Absolutely not. But I trusted myself with my gifts, what my calling was here for, that the universe was preparing me and hiding me for a reason. Is because it saves me for a specific time in the world, in this life, so that when I come forward, you'll see the people who were supposed to be right there with you will show. And then your projection will be so effective than how it was than when you started. And I've got to this point and stage of this journey because I started when I was 6. It's like I no longer put a label with regards to when everything is going to be fulfilled by, because I'm immune to all the uncertainties that have happened due to the fact I said, no, I'm not going to do it, or no, I'm not going to do this. And a lot of people, I've really limited my circle and number of people around me in my life. Believe me, that's something I needed to do, because a lot of people always got annoyed with the fact that I wasn't willing to do certain things for those who you thought were supposed to be the ones who sincerely were supposed to support you in the righteous ways, where in fact, there was always a benefit for someone else, hence the reason they stuck by. So what they can take away from you, and I wear my heart on my sleeve. However, I had to learn throughout the years to be very, very firm and to speak more out the more I went through with regards to the things that I was never going to tolerate, so that my lenses will continue to expand. So I don't regret my decisions. I could have been further, yes, but I rather keep my soul in my body, and I rather speak my truth the righteous way without being harmed or scripts being proposed in the public, because everything is scripted on the TV. Yeah. Who you think is a certain place, it's all scripted. Whatever is created, the narratives are created to mislead people, to basically have people live as slaves to the rhythm. And because I didn't do that, this is why my journey has taken time. But I give thanks the fact that I'm still here, keeping fresh in every aspect I can. Health, gifts, contributions, humanity, everything is a must to get this love reinvention journey the way it needs to be.
Wow, Leyton, honestly, I just feel that, the time is now. There wasn't a time before. Your soul timing is now, so everything's going to be magnetized to you. Wow, the love reinventor is soaring across the world.
I just see and feel such integrity, such courage. And I really just applaud you for standing your ground and saying, no, not today. I'm not going to be lured away into this world that we see. We don't even have to talk about the names of the people, but we see these people who are role models, allegedly, in the film and music industry, and the things that they're putting out there, and the consequences that are coming. And people have been following these people, right? Because they're mainstream. They have 50 homes, and you're the real deal. You are the real human being. You're the real beating heart of this world. So thank you. We've got some more comments, by the way. Katie Blackwell in the house. Hello.
Oh, hey, Katie. How you doing?
Katie.
Aww, thank you so much, Katie.
Saturday.
Oh, yeah, on Saturday. Yeah, what did you do on Saturday?
Martin. Hey, Cromwell. How you doing? Thanks for the love, guys. I really appreciate you all. Really.
So nice to be here. And Anne writes back, and I think we're missing something or other. Sorry, I meant you are. Okay, you are.
Okay. We need to probably follow up on that one, maybe.
Yeah.
We're missing a word. You are. Fill it in. Amazing. So, Leyton, we have a trailer, a short clip that we want to run. Do you want to tee this up for our audience?
No, absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, so on the 2nd of December, I officially will be having my premiere screening for the Leyton Benta documentary. And I just want to actually just give a shout out to Ada Garterman, who is the founder of SEMA Global Foundation. She inspires me awards. And she reached out. She actually organized this screening for myself, because throughout this year, I've been trying to get screenings, and a lot of people overlooked that because it was controversial, or nobody got back to me. So Ada reached out, and she said she really wanted to help me. So she had this screening organized for me for the 2nd of December. So I was really over the moon. So, and I just want to say that this screening is now sold out, which I'm just so over the moon. And I want to thank everybody who has registered their ticket as well. Madalene, you have also registered, so thank you so much. So it's going to be at the Prive Lounge in Bromley South. So Bromley South will be the nearest station. For those who come on live who have registered will know. And honestly, I'm just really looking forward to it. It's about 2 hours and 18 minutes. And I worked closely on this project with a very good friend who's like a very dear brother to me. His name is Pedros Galazgi. I want to send him so much love because it was a very intimate project. It was so spiritually naked with regards to what you reveal about what's been going on from, from the start to even leading up to now. And so much is even still going on from now. So I wanted to make sure it documented what was going to be omnipotent and educational and informative. It's not just talking about the music industry. It's not just talking about growing up. It talks about different realms that even everybody from different creeds can relate. So in a nutshell, just to put it down to the trailer. So I present this trailer to you all. It was about a minute and 15 seconds. I hope you all enjoy it, just to give a little sum up of what's about to come.
Thank you very much. Okay, let me go and share my screen. I'm super excited to do this.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see this.
All right.
It's going to be so emotional, honestly.
Can you hear it and see it?
Yeah, I can.
Come on in.
Oh, I think it's muted.
You can't hear it?
I can't, no. Can you all hear it?
I can hear it, yeah.
I can hear it.
Oh, yeah. Right, okay. As long as everyone can hear it. Oh, yeah, I can hear it now.
You guys are wonderful. It's a privilege to be here in New York as well. We are all love. We should all have acceptance over one another. You accept you accept her, she accepts her.
We're taking it to the streets.
Take it to the streets.
Taking it to the streets, your multi-award-winning independent artist, Leyton Benta, bringing you that timeless love from across the globe.
Taking it to the streets.
The power and the energy that you bring, it's within the same lineage of, some great artists, like the likes of Michael Jackson, Prince.
Wow.
Just a glimpse for everyone.
I'm super excited about that.
I'm feeling really determined, for the 2nd of December. Like really, it's really overwhelming for me, but I'm really embracing every second of it because I feel this has all been such a built up for so many years. And to have this, your first ever premiere screening for a documentary of your life, your creations, your adversities, it's like, so much is going to put so much in perspective for so many people who have assumed so much about this journey, myself as a man, myself as an artist, those who have, dismissed, once again, when it comes to the mainstream, when it comes to music platforms or radio stations or TV, a lot of people have dismissed me because of the fact of what I stood for and what I was not willing to do just to be on TV. And here's the thing, I'm very versatile as a man, as an artist, and there's so many things I can do. However, if you feel you have to be less of yourself for 5 minutes, you have to question yourself, the fact that you have given someone your power for 5 minutes. And I'm thinking, I'm sorry, I need to keep my power to myself, because which means I will say no, even if it means a certain amount of money I can get. It could sort my life out. It could sort my family's life out, because believe me, I really want to help my mum and dad very much. I can't put it into words. However, I need to do it the right way, which means, God willing, they are still here physically on this earth to receive what they truly deserve, or what I want to give back to them. The foundation I want to lead for so many other people, to open up different doors for people, who are really at the urge. And I remember saying this in an interview of mine before with Dr. Jacalyn alone, actually, with regards to who are here and on the edge of taking their own lives, because so many people are doing it every day. And there's so much that will not be publicized on TV, because it's hiding, it's an agenda. There's so much agendas. So they won't televise things that need to seriously be televised. So that's why I mentioned about the duty I have, Dr. Jacalyn and MADALENE, is because I tell you, I have my moments. I need to really cry to myself, because I feel very sensitive about everything. And I had to work on with ways of making that balance, so that the focus never dims with regards to my heart, to my emotions, and everything that comes in force with that. So that's why every day is an input and contribution with what I'm putting forward. That is really going to be encircled in the world in the righteous ways as possible. And I will never go against those beliefs and everything I've already have built myself into already.
Wow, Leyton, I believe I heard you say that you have to, I don't want to say isolate, but insulate yourself from people who want to bring you down, or who are not on the same page. And at the same time, you still have to do self-care. That self-care, what you were just talking about, is so important.
First priority.
How do you manage those two?
Here's the thing. I mean, I've done a lot better over the years with it, believe me. I mean, we're always at constant work. I'm always at constant work. I'll never say to anybody, oh, I'm fully there. You're never fully there, However, I speak a lot of things into existence before a physical result presents itself, because you want to keep a vibration and a momentum to allow the open light to come forward with what you are designed to be blessed with naturally. So I'm not saying it's easy, because it's far from being it, but has it got easier with regards to maintenance? Yes, because when it comes to self-care, because a lot of people love to give out a lot, and in whatever ways you may be giving it out, but what are you actually reserving to save something for yourself? And it's okay to say that, if I'm going to be selfish in a way, then I'll be selfish in the way where I have to devote the time to myself when I need to, which means you have to switch up from the world. You have to switch up from those around you, which doesn't mean that you're ignoring people, but you need that time to really nurture your internal state, mental state, emotional state, spiritual state, because you take on the weight of the world, which I really do take, because automatically you are different when you take on the weights of the world, which means, okay, you'll have many days where you'll be exhausted, because there's so much energy I give out every day. Believe me, sometimes I'm thinking, damn, that's a lot of energy, But at the same time, I had to be realistic with myself with, okay, if I'm going to put energy into things or people or whatever it might be, it has to be those who truly have some alignment as well, other than your cup not being filled, it's being filled with what you give out. What are you receiving back within yourself to reserve and save? Because if I'm no good, how on earth am I going to be? I wouldn't have been on this interview with you both. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, because we have to say no means no. I need to have Leyton time so that Leyton can actually really ask himself, how do I feel? because you can't expect that from people to lift you up. You can't expect that. You have to be your number one fan. You have to be the one with the pom-poms and say, go me, you know? I can do it, you know? You're just like, you have to be the one to do that, you know? Because the one thing we should never do, and let's just be honest, we've done it all before, but we've learned our ways. Do not expect too much from people. Lower your expectations. Do not rely on people to get you from a certain place to another place. You have to rely on yourself. You have to expect the best from what you are contributing. We have no control over other people's responsibilities and actions. That is on them. And a lot of people like to point the finger when they see you grow. When they see you grow, it irritates their inner demons. So I see it as, if you're going to touch people with empathy, touch them with unconditional love, which doesn't mean that you have to tolerate nonsense.
I love that. You don't have to tolerate nonsense. We tolerate so much nonsense around.
Yeah.
You are, forget about president. We need to relate Leyton. Prime Minister. Prime Minister Leyton. Because you're
Leyton all over this world. You are just...
absolutely Leyton Doles, you know, talking in the morning, giving advice.
Madalene. Oh
sorry.
My God.
You know, my mind, my imagination.
You know, one of the key takeaways that you had, it's so important. If somebody wants to lead a life based on their ego, and it's about money, and it's about things, that's out there. That's an option. It's an option. You could have taken it. Yeah. I walked away from it. Madalene's been tempted by it, had an opportunity. And yet here we are. And I feel like we're together for a reason, because our purpose is higher. It's more important. It's not about money. It's not about things. It's about connectivity. It's about the heart. It's about not judging other people. It's about being present and kind and empathy, compassion. And I have to ask everyone watching, whether you're watching or listening, what will it take for you to tap into your heart, for you to show empathy and compassion for others?
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Absolutely. What will it take? Some people maybe won't take anything. They won't take anything. They won't absorb it. They won't. It's like block it completely.
Exactly. And that's okay. I mean, I just see it as a thing where as long as we have done what we needed to do, and if whatever circumstance or event or wherever you're at and you're in front of people and who you're around, I think what's important is maintaining your substance and your energy and momentum whilst being around people who don't have that energy or momentum, because a lot of people sometimes want to try and influence you because they are on a low frequency. They are unhappy with their lives. So as they know that you are so uplifted and enthusiastic about everything and what you do and everything, what you drive, they see those qualities. They want those qualities, but how they'll sabotage it is by this. They basically would rather see you where they are. So they will come out with all these faults, and you can create a big masterpiece and someone will be like, you missed a spot, you know, and then, but not acknowledging and appreciating what it took to create what you've created, because they want you to think less of yourself for 5 minutes. As I said, it's all a balance. We have to know where our energies are going to be invited to. Just because you may have an event doesn't mean that you should attend every event. You know, just because people maybe invite you to places doesn't mean that's the place you should go. And it's okay to say no.
It's all right.
Yes, it is.
It's okay to say no.
Dr. Chan had that revelation very recently. So
it's okay to say no.
Yes, it is. I want to say hi to my friend Eddie Buxtell. Hi, Eddie. Thank you so much for watching. Great to have you here in the United States. So, my dear friends in the UK, we have to close out. This has been another powerful episode, and my heart is full. I thank you both.
Yeah.
So, I'm just going to ask each of you to leave us with another gem. Just drop one more gem for us to take with us as we close out the show today. I'm going to go with Dr. Chan. Come on, one more. Dr. Chan, let us have it.
Lay it down thick, lay it thick. I would say that don't try and push someone to change, because it might mean they're not ready. And if you try push, it might cause confusion. And also, we're not all here to ascend. We're not, because we've all got soul contracts. So we have to just realize the people that will magnetize to you. And those people that don't, well, they might do in time, or they may not. Still, you have to honor their journeys to no judging, honor. We have to honor each other.
Excellent disclaimer.
Love that, Madeleine.
Yeah,
love
that was
it.
beautiful. Thank you.
Honestly,
final word to you.
All right, I won't long this out, because I know how I can be. But what I just want to honestly say to the world, like for those who have been watching and those that watch this back once we are off, I want people to sincerely take away from this is the fact that if you want to be you generally, sincerely, internally got to be free. You know, in order to truly fly, which means that, you know, I don't mean in terms of jumping off a cliff and then thinking that there's going to be imaginary wings, because we already know where you're going. We already know where we're going to be going. But what I mean is that you have spiritual wings. So spiritual wings, you may not be able to see it, but it's already here. It will either thicken or dim, depending on every choice that we truly do make, and inputs and contributions. So what is it that you are truly dedicating your life to? Because it will have a toll and effect and a cause, you know, in everything, in every form of way, that will determine whether this world will improve or whether it will deteriorate. That will determine what we do right now.
Oh my gosh, you're just blazing with fire even more.
There's honestly so much, really. It's just
Leytonisms. The Love Reinventor, Leytonisms, like a book, the Leytonism. Honestly,
I like that. I really like that.
Yeah, I like that. A book is coming next, hopefully.
Yeah, Leytonism.
Leytonism. Wow.
I don't know why it just came through.
Hey, I really appreciate you both. You know, as I said, I was really excited to jump on here because, you know, I'm thankful to have been invited back on as well, because it has been a minute. You know, we all have our missions with things we're dealing with in our lives. But I'm just glad that everyone is just glowing today. You know,
and I was just going to say, Leyton, if I can, just say the fact that we're all winners. We're all woo-ha and goo-has. Woman of Heart Awards. Dr. Jacalyn, you're a Woman of Heart Award.
Yeah.
I am.
Yes.
And Leyton's a Gentleman of Heart Award. So thanks to Princess Desiree Richardson.
Yes,
wow.
Thank you very much,
thank you.
Desiree Richardson. Madeleine, I thank you for the wonderful nomination as well for that. Because it wouldn't have happened had it have not been through you leading to this outcome. So I'm very, very grateful. Honestly, trust me. Really.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, thank you both. My heart is full, seriously. And whatever is going on in your life, people, and believe me, all we have to do is pick up a phone and see what's going on in the news. It's overwhelming. People can get sidetracked, angry, bitter, lost. Let's pull together. Let's pull together and focus on the positives. To Madeleine's point, not everybody's on this journey, and that's okay. There's no judgment. But for those who are, let's continue the work that we're doing, because the rewards are high. The payout is huge. The joy is endless.
Oh, we got to create a new world for these young ones, as Leyton was saying, the young kids. They're totally confused. They're lost.
That's another show for another day. So
yeah, it is actually, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
The Earth
Please
show.
do come back and see us again, Leyton. Please, we really do
Absolutely.
appreciate you.
Hey, honestly, I'm honored. I love you both very dearly. Thank you so much, really, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr.
Thanks,
Chan. Great
Leyton.
seeing you as well.
Great
Thank
seeing
you,
you as
everyone, for
well.
listening.
Thank you, Dr. Jacalyn. Oh my God, I just love this show.
Bye for now.
I love you all. So much love. So much
love you too. Bye. And to each and every one of you who are out there, thank you for your support and your loyalty. We've got another great show coming up right after this. I just want to make you aware of a super special event that we are in partnership with the British School of Excellence. If you're not aware, Philip Sykes and I do a show together on Fridays. It's called The Power of Etiquette and Manners. It is not for posh people. It's for everyone. It's about emotional intelligence. It's a follow-up to what we're talking about today, being a heart-centric person, being kind, being gracious, being generous. This event is next week. It's part of the British School of Excellence Train the Trainer program. The name of the event is A Taste of Excellence. This is a complimentary taster session that Philip Sykes, who is the president of the British School of Excellence, is leading. You will get to ask questions. It's a fabulous opportunity. Have you ever considered what it would be like to become an internationally accredited etiquette coach and create a business and life that you love? Do join us. It's a fabulous event. Here's the information. It is on Tuesday, November the 22nd from 6 to 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So wherever it is that you're watching our show right now, tune in. Please do mark your calendar. We have had fabulous guests who have joined this initiative. They have changed their lives by becoming an internationally accredited etiquette coach. You can do the same thing. Thank you again for being here. Last time, just take some notes if you can. Write this down, Taste of Excellence. Thank you. And once again, our next show is coming up. It's The Wise Ones, and I will be joined by Mr. Red O'Laughlin and our special guest for the day. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be right back. Bye.